Hey guys, it's me. So if you have been wondering where I am, what is going on with me, what is happening with her NACA journey, what is her real problem, then you want to stay tuned because I'm getting ready to talk it all out. I'm going to give you the beginning, the middle, and the end of everything that's going on. So don't go away. Stay tuned. Hey, fly friends, I am back with you guys. It's been a while, and I just want to come to you guys and be really transparent with you. Life has been really hard for me. I've been sick, and it's another reason why I kind of put things on the back burner as far as my NACA journey is concerned. Still trying to figure out things, going to neurologists and taking different medications because my body is fighting me and we don't know why. Dealing with severe migraines and headaches, and it's bad. Been off of work for like a month now, which, you know, for the NACA journey is not a good thing, but I must find out what's going on with me, because there's no sense in my going through this journey if I can't afford my home because I'm not working. So, and to be overall, not just for the sake of the journey, I want to be healthy for myself and for my family, and so I can continuously be a support to them. So I just want to come by and come in and say how much I do miss you guys. I know I was very frequently giving you guys messages and popping in to let you know what's going on. I'm still here, still loving you guys, and still appreciative for those of you who have joined this journey with me. I will be sharing some things that are going on. Just if it's just not one thing, it's another. You know, you just really cannot lose faith. You cannot lose faith, and I think that's the message that I want to give you guys today. It does not matter what is going on in your life. It does not matter what phone call you receive, what notification you receive from whatever entity, whether it be a doctor, friend, family, or foe. You can't lose faith. You have to keep moving. You have to make the decision that you won't allow whatever that circumstance is, whatever that situation is, to deter you from being you. That's the one thing that we do have complete and total control over, and that is our response. And it sounds very clichéic because we've heard it for so long, for so many years, by so many people who have so many wise things to say. But I think, in all honesty, that is the wisest thing that anybody can ever say to you, is that it doesn't matter what you're going through. It's how you respond to it, which is going to make the difference. It's going to make the difference for you. It's going to make the difference in the situation. It's going to make the biggest difference in the outcome. You just have to know how you want to handle the situation, and that's exactly what it's going to be. You can make a mountain out of a molehill, or you can kick that sand over and keep it moving. And that's what I'm choosing to do. My mountains, I've created a different scenario for them. I've changed the narrative on my mountains. They're all molehills. They are molehills, and that's how I'm going to treat them. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm dealing with this dizziness. Been off of work for about a month. Today is actually my first day back to work in as much time. So literally I'm a month, like a couple days from being out of work for a month. And so I just want you guys to be encouraged that whatever it is you're going through, you're going to be okay. You know, I know a lot of people, as I stated before, a lot of people are here just for my NACA journey. But if you followed me for some time, you would see that it didn't start off as my NACA journey. It started off as my preparing myself to be a flight attendant. So I'm a flight attendant, but I've not been able to go to training school because of C-19. And because we're not, you know, you shouldn't say this name. So because of C-19, I wasn't able to go to training class. So now that the world is opening back up again, we're getting to the place where we can start preparing ourselves. We CJO holders, it's a mouthful, for different airlines, or at least for my specific airline, they allowed us to keep our CJOs, which I'm thankful for. We don't have to do the process all over again, but they're enabling us to come to training. So they'll be starting those up soon. And so that too is going to be part of my journey. It's still part of my journey, is my home ownership journey, but also overall my life is a journey. My 50 to 50, which I'm doing still. I am going to be 50 years old this year. I am going to be the Goldie in her golden years, like such a befitting name, right? And I want to share that with you guys. And also, guys, if you have anything that you have, like any questions about, or you'd like to see as far as my content is concerned, and excuse me, I'm labored for breath, because that's part of what's going on with me too, that I'm easily labored for breath. So forgive the breathiness. But as far as my content is concerned, if there's anything that you'd like to see, or like, you know, for me to cover anything like that, let me know. You know, I'm always open for suggestions on how to be a better content creator. I want to make sure I'm covering those things that my audience likes to see. I consider myself to be a well-rounded person, very versatile, not afraid of much. Really, I'm not. I think I should be more afraid than I am. But again, that's because of my perception, as I was stating before. I just don't allow things to bother me like they bother other people. I choose to navigate and control my narratives as much as possible, so I don't have those issues. You hear what I'm saying? You have an issue when you don't control the narrative. And I don't mean controlling like, oh, it's only my way or the highway, but your mental state on how you perceive the situation, that you have total control over. And I think that more than anything, I just want to bring that to you guys to the forefront. It's not the situation that you're going through. It's going to be how you are going to deal with the situation. Because sometimes all we need to do is take a couple breaths and relax, shake it off, and say, okay, what's next? Because there's always going to be a next. There's always going to be a next, and never deprive yourself of the next. A little more personal, I've had some family members who are no longer here because they didn't realize that they had a next. They thought that the biggest thing for them was what was happening right now, and not realizing that they didn't have to stay there in their mind. Like, they could remove themselves from that situation. And so I never want for people to feel like they don't have a next. We always have a next. We have a next blink. We have a next touch. We have a next kiss. We have a next smile. We have the next cry. They're so therapeutic. Sometimes you just need to cry it out. Don't ever be afraid to just cry it out, because on the other side of that last tear is your breakthrough. It literally is on the other side of the last tear. However long it takes for you to cry it out, cry it out. Don't be afraid to cry. God gave us tears for a reason. He counts every single one of them. And your blessings are in between each one that's fallen. Don't ever be afraid to cry it out. Just cry it out. You know, And tears are for everything. They're for joyous times. They're for sad times. I have a girlfriend of mine who was sworn in to be a judge. And I cried like a baby in that courtroom in the middle of her swearing in ceremony, because I was just overfilled with joy and pride in knowing that she took the steps, she put in the work, she diligently did what she needed to do so that she could be who she wanted to be. So uber inspiring for me, who's still on my journey of life. So very proud of her. So you have your tears, you have the things that you can hear, you have everything that you can see. The next of each of those is the sum total of your experience. So never negate any of those, because it takes all of those for you to have the totality and the fullness of who we are all created to be. And I digress. I just want you guys to know that's how much I love and appreciate you. And if there's anything that you take away from this, I want it to be that you never give up on who you are. When it's quiet and when you don't hear anybody, you still hear you. And that's who you listen to. When you hear yourself speaking, saying, hey, I'm in here, this is how I'm feeling. You listen to that, and then you take the necessary steps to follow through with what that is. If you need some healing, get the healing. Don't be afraid. Even if it is you're just going and grabbing a book, an ebook for that matter. We have everything at our disposal. We can go online and grab an ebook and talk ourselves through situations. Find someone with whom you can have a conversation that you can trust with those innermost parts of who you are when you're in pain, to talk it through, because a lot of the times we just need to be able to get it out. It's very cathartic in being able to just sometimes get it out instead of letting it sit there, because it's in the sitting there that we become ill. You don't want to have ulcers, anything like that. Illnesses come of not being able to get it out. So whatever it takes for you to be able to do that, let's get it done. I mean, that's where we are right now. Let's get this done. We're going to be some healthier people. We're going to be some wiser people. We're going to be taking care of ourselves much more now than we have ever done before, because that is who we are. We are in this to win this for ourselves. And it's going to get done. So again, I just want you guys to know that I'm still here. As things are unraveling, I'll be revealing them to you. I'm keeping you abreast of it. But I did want to come and let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. There's no decision that I'm going to go with besides that. I'm going to be fine. So, may the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his face upon you and give you his peace. Peace. Till later. Talk to you guys later. Bye.